Sascha Morgan-Evans. She's the Talent Development Director at FanBytes. FanBytes are powering next-generation marketing, led by a team of young techies and advertising veterans. They help brands engage with younger audiences in the most interactive ways on the planet. Hey, Sascha.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad. Yep, enjoying the sun.
I know, it's lovely.
Trapped inside, but
yeah. You see, I don't have a laptop, so I really am trapped inside. This guy on the other hand.
I'm often in the garden at the moment. I've got to admit, watching my daughter on the trampoline.
Yeah, it's glorious.
Thanks for coming on, Sascha.
Yeah, no worries at all. Pleasure being here.
Wicked. Could you tell us a little bit about FanBytes and what the company does and so on?
Yeah, sure. So FanBytes is a social media marketing company that was founded in 2016 by Tim, Ambrose and Mitch. We started off initially doing Snapchat activations for brands, but we've moved a lot more into TikTok now. We still do Snapchat along with Instagram and a bit of YouTube, but TikToks are big one. But yeah, we worked with hundreds of different brands on various social media marketing campaigns, helping bring brands closer to Gen Z and helping them, because we've noticed a bit of a lot of brands struggle in appealing to Gen Z. They don't quite get it, whereas our team obviously is made up of primarily Gen Z and millennial people. So makes sense. Yeah. So
Gen Z is people born since the millennium, is that right?
It's around 1995 to, I think it's maybe 2005, like that sort of
that window.
Period. I'm not sure whether I'm Gen Z myself. Like I'm born 1995, so kind of in the middle. Gen Zennial, some people call it.
Gen Zennial. Well, I'm definitely not Gen Z, just in case anybody was wondering, you know. But I found out the other day that I'm actually a millennial because I was born in 1980.
Yeah.
I thought it was much later, but anyway, that just goes to show how in touch I am on this stuff. What is your role involved then? What do you do specifically?
So yeah, I am Talent Development Director. We have Bite Size Talent, which is our talent management arm. So within that, we manage, I think it's 42. We've added a few people very, very recently in the past week. 42 of the biggest TikTok talents in the UK. So my job is speaking to those talents, seeking them, and also then helping, you know, the people on the bigger side of followings develop ancillary activities. So that's maybe like podcasts, merch, product lines, you name it. You know, we've got quite a big project going on at the moment that you may not have seen. It's the Bite House. We've brought together 6 of our big TikTokers into a house to create content on TikTok and YouTube. And it's really fun, really exciting. And we're looking to do a lot more exciting stuff like that down the line.
Cool. Is that in any way tying in with your FanBytes Academy?
No, not quite. But the FanBytes Academy is very, very interesting. It's just basically a source where you can go to find TikTok tips, trends, news, updates that we've compiled through our industry expertise, if you will.
Okay. So your TikTok influencers, who do you have? Who's your who are your top TikTokers?
I mean, I wouldn't like to categorize them like, oh, these are the big guys. We've got a lot of really, really amazing TikTokers ranging from, you know, around the 200K to 300K mark to all the way up to 5 million, 6 million. We've got, yeah, as I said, the Bite House. So that's made up of Katie Franklin, Surface London, Sebi John, Monty Keats, and Lily Rose. But yeah, we've got loads of people. I couldn't just pick out a few. I wouldn't want to. Wouldn't want to do anything dirty.
No. You've got to be loyal to everybody, isn't it?
Yeah.
So in terms of like the way that influencers are kind of now growing on the platform, has the way that TikTok is being used and the perception of TikTok and sort of demographic and the users, how's that changed over the last couple of months, like since lockdown?
I'd say it's definitely grown a lot. And in terms of demographic, that's definitely widened. Obviously, in the past, it was seen as more of the sort of teen app, teeny boppers. And, you know, it was very young for a while, but now with lockdown and more people with more time on their hands and more willingness to try things out, you're finding, like I'm finding a lot more people my age, because that was like one that I found a lot of people who are like, I'm 24, just to put it out there. People my age are very like, oh, I know what TikTok is, but not that bothered. Whereas everyone, I've got mates like making loads of TikToks constantly who were before like, oh, I'd never go on TikTok. I've even got my parents who are in their 50s on TikTok. So I just, yeah, it's just become a lot more general, a lot bigger, just a big force.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well. When I first sort of signed up for TikTok, I suddenly felt like I'd like walked into the wrong room. You know, it's just like kids, teenagers everywhere, and I was like, oh, sorry, and sort of left it alone for a while. And then maybe like 3 months ago, yeah, around sort of just after Christmas time, it kind of began to change a bit. I started to see more people my age, people my parents' age even, you know, and then since lockdown, it just feels like now it's for everyone, which is obviously great for the platform, because if it appeals to all demographics, then, you know, it's got much further reach. But just I want to talk to you a little bit about how people become successful and what you see as like the most important attributes for either a content maker or a video, assembling video to become viral.
I think it's a matter of, as an individual, for like a person to become like a big TikToker, it's a matter of uniqueness, having that sort of, you know, embracing what your very special thing is, whether that's, you know, there are a lot of people who are conventionally good looking and that's their thing, but there's also a lot of people who are really funny or great at dancing or just very strange. And I think it's embracing that and like channeling it through your content, because TikTok's a different kind of platform than say Instagram, where it's very much like you have to be aesthetically pleasing and your life is very aesthetically pleasing. Whereas TikTok's like, we welcome all the chaos. So that's the one thing, definitely just embrace yourself. Another thing is just, honestly, you have to be dedicated to it in the beginning. You have to be posting a lot. Like you have to care about it. You're not going to be an overnight sensation. That's the two matter.
That was my next question. Because obviously, did you hear the challenge that we've set up?
Yeah.
So how do I do it? What would be advice to me? Like, obviously, I'm not conventionally good looking. I'm not particularly funny. What do I do? Do I have to like run around naked? What have I got to do?
I mean, wouldn't recommend that, because you probably get blocked on the platform. I mean, yeah, as I said, it's more a matter of consistency, constantly posting videos. It's, you know, casting a wide net. The way in which the algorithm works is that they'll put your video, seed your videos out to a few people, and the more people who view them all the way through and like them, then the more people will see them. So the more videos you're putting into that algorithm, then the better. And I think, yeah, another one is just keeping an eye on the trends and putting your own spins on it. You know, there's hundreds and hundreds of trends that have happened or are happening right now, and there's always a way to make it unique to yourself whilst also being relatable. I think relatability is a really important thing for TikTok as well.
Relatability. Okay.
I love it when you take notes when we have a guest.
I know.
It's my favourite thing.
It's my challenge. I'm sorry, I am taking notes. It's relatability. I have no idea how to spell that, but how'd it go? What are your favourite TikTok trends?
At the moment, some of them don't necessarily have names, so it's hard to describe, but there's a song, and at the beginning, they're sort of like trembling over and tripping about, and then the song like drops and they do a bit of a sassy catwalk. It's very like, oh, people thought I wasn't great, but now they're like straight. It's really hard to describe. I've done it no justice. Another one is there's like an album cover trend where people will put on a situation and then the song drops and they'll show, like they pose the same as the album cover and then they put the Spotify thing on screen. That one's really clever. I love that one.
Right. So there's lots for me to go at here.
There is a lot for you to go at here.
This is great food for thought.
I think you're going to be good at this, Jack.
Pardon?
I think you're going to be great at this.
Well, it remains to be seen, doesn't it?
Sascha, if you see that trend, send it over to us and maybe we can get Jack to give it a go.
I will do. I will find it immediately and send you a bit of a link. I just can't describe them. They don't have names or sometimes don't even have hashtags, but I know exactly what I'm looking for. So.
Before you go, you've helped us with our guest for Tuesday's show. Stephen's going to be coming on now. Before I say his name in full and say who he is to Jack, because I haven't actually told Jack yet what's happening on Tuesday's show. So could you please tell us a little bit about who we've got on Tuesday and a little bit about his background as well?
Yeah, sure. So we've got Stephen McKell coming on. He is an amazing TikToker. Absolutely love him. Shout out to Stephen. His sort of thing is he's got his tagline that he's come up with is to embrace your free self. So he's very much about being you, expressing yourself. As I said earlier, you know, sort of being unique. He does all sorts of things. He does dances, some comedy skits. He did some amazing like EastEnders lip syncs. He's got all sorts of wigs and makeup. He's just great, amazing character, and you're gonna have a great time chatting to him as well.
Yeah, he's brilliant. And the thing that like why I love Stephen is also it's going to tie in lovely with the challenge for you on Tuesday's show as well, Jack, because he's such an incredible personality, and his videos as well are just they're so good. And I think if anything, the whole point of having that duet feature, Stephen like sort of epitomizes that, because you can join in with the videos that he creates. Just so you know, Jack, Stephen has over 2 million followers on TikTok and hundreds of thousands of likes. He is going to be on the show chatting to you on Tuesday's show as part of this challenge. And thanks to the help from Sascha as well and Fanbites for that. Yeah, which is proper exciting. So thank you guys for doing that. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Well, it's been lovely talking to you, Sascha. I'm ever so sorry, but we have run out of time. But please stay around, watch the rest of the show, see how I get on with my stupid challenge.
Right. Good luck. And have fun throughout the show.
Thank you, Sascha. Thank you for coming on.
No
Take
worries.
care. Bye-bye.
Bye.